In the final of the Sony Ericsson Open in Miami, Andy Roddick was attempting to win his first ATP World Tour Masters 1000 title since August 2006. Standing in his way was Tomas Berdych of the Czech Republic. Despite being the underdog and attempting to become the first player outside the top 20 to win the Miami title, Berdych began the brighter of the two. In a well-matched contest, Berdych threatened to be the first to make that vital service break. There was a subtlety to the Czech's play, as well as power. But Roddick had won 5 of their previous 7 meetings. He held firm under the early pressure, and by the 11th game, had moved to break point. Roddick closed out the first set 7-5, and he carried on the good work at the start of the second set, breaking again to take control of the match. Soon the American had one hand on the trophy. Championship point. Andy Roddick winning the 2010 Sony Ericsson Open 7-5, 6-4. His first major title of the year, but his second of the season after victory in Brisbane in January. Tomas Berdych can be proud of his performance in Miami. But it's Roddick who can savour his first ATP Masters 1000 title in 4 years.
You know, I felt a little bit of pressure after coming short last week in Indian Wells. You know, you never know how many of these finals you're going to play in. So I'm really happy to get through. You know, my last title this big was in 06. So it's the days like these, they don't happen too often. So I'm going to enjoy it.
This was Roddick's 5th ATP World Tour Masters 1000 title and his second success in Miami after victory in 2004. Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, we hit the red dirt in Houston with the best of the action from the US Men's Clay Court Championship. And we reveal just what it takes to compete on the ATP World Tour, as we spend the day with Finland's #1 ranked player, JARKKO NIEMINEN. Until then, don't forget to log on to atpworldtour.com for your 24/7 breaking news. See you next week.